2019 Subaru Ascent car review. It's tough to distinguish between would-like, specifically when it comes to cars. Subaru has spent decades convincing purse which they not only want all-wheel drive, plastic body cladding, and additional ground clearance but that they can need strikes, too. Sure, they aren't strictly essential for your daily commute, but let's say someday you prefer to take a spontaneous camping trip into your wilderness in the midst of a snowstorm? The company wants that you believe that you want a Subaru. The good points of 2019 Subaru Ascent: flexible and capacious interior, responsive powertrain, a lot of features. The bad points of 2019 Subaru Ascent: ungainly looks, lifeless steering, a little bit noisy at speed. Thorough SUVs play much the same game. A minivan might have the space and practicality that families need, but who wishes to be seen in a single of those? Minivan surrogates like the new 2019 Subaru Ascent ostensibly package much. However, not all of these versatility right into a considerably more desirable shell. Having learned by reviewing the misadventure with all the forgotten Tribeca, an SUV having an optional third row of seats sold from 2006 to 2014 that has been too small, very costly, and too weird-looking to succeed, Subaru is serious these times. The Ascent is aimed towards the heart from the thorough crossover market against such well-established models because Ford Explorer, the Honda Pilot, the Mazda CX-9, as well as the Toyota Highlander. It fits squarely into this segment in some recoverable format with its sizable exterior footprint, 7 or 8 passenger capacity, tall wagonoid shape, and also a price that ranges from just below $33,000 for your base model to over $45,000 for that fully loaded Touring. Subaru through and through. This middly off-the-road mission may appear at odds together with the idiosyncratic character which includes one Subaru a great number of loyal buyers, though the Ascent aims to thrill those people, too. For one thing, it appears unmistakably such as a Subaru. It's hard not to ever see the Ascent as a possible overinflated Outback. The design team played it safe about this one. A choice that's challenging fault once the brand is setting sales records from the United States practically every month. The Ascent can be pure Subaru in the skin, riding for the company's modular global platform that underpins the Impreza along with the Crosstrek and can eventually propagate throughout the lineup. Although there are a couple of hardpoints distributed to those smaller Subis, system is dramatically widened and stretched due to this application. Subaru proudly proclaims the Ascent since its largest vehicle ever, but it's about average in dimensions for its class at 196.8 inches long, 71.6 inches tall, and 76.0 inches wide. Nonetheless, excellent packaging provides Ascent one with the most accommodating cabins in their segment. The second row, provided with either a 3-place bench or possibly a pair of captain's chairs, is both capacious and flexible. The seats slide fore and aft over a long track, allowing that you position these phones be pulled snug from the backs on the front seats, nice in case you want to be within easy reach of tots in car seats, or pushed in the past for max legroom. The middle seats also fold and slide quickly out with the pull of an lever to help remedy entry in the third row. The way back seat is certainly caused by adequate even for 2 adults, unlike those who work in many rivals, but it's hurt by the somewhat low bottom cushion and also by Subaru's decision to adjust to 3 seating positions back there. Yes, it's nice to be able to adjust to 8 inside a pinch, but we'd still offer the nod to your Volkswagen Atlas's 2-place third row for overall comfort. There are lots of thoughtful details inside that impress. Models using the captain's chairs have cool grab handles on those seats which are said to be inspired by those on Japan's bullet trains. They will also serve double duty as bag hooks. The underfloor storage compartment inside the cargo area behind your third row is clever in this: its lid is usually velcroed on the back in the third row seat to keep it open, plus the compartment can accommodate the removable cargo shade when it's not being utilized so it doesn't use up room with your garage. Boxer blues no more. The Ascent's new turbocharged 2.4-liter flat engine with 260 horsepower and 277 lb-ft of torque can be another example of Subaru's effort to help keep its quintessential traits while eliminating several of its characteristic weaknesses that can have switched off new converts. Like other Subaru power plants, it's a horizontally opposed, or boxer, layout, a train locomotive type which includes long endowed subarus that has a gravelly, unpleasant sound and subpar refinement. The Ascent's engine produces an unmistakable boxer rumble, but it's isolated good enough to keep excess vibrations from exploding and prevent the racket from becoming bothersome. The Ascent's continuously variable automatic transmission, a whole new unit created for high-torque applications, bears well using this type of engine. It's one on the few CVTs we've sampled that somewhat convincingly executes simulated shifts since you accelerate, mitigating the droning sensation that could exaggerate the boxer engine's not enough refinement in other Subis. The gearbox also complements the engine's torque curve nicely, effectively keeping the turbo around the boil and making the Ascent feel responsive and powerful when passing or merging. As is conventional most automatic transmission subarus, the Ascent features a jumpy throttle tip cause can allow it to be difficult they are driving smoothly about, but turbo lag is minimal. The Ascent is often a competent handler, too, with firm damping that keeps body motions nicely controlled in corners. Its light steering lacks feel and feedback, removing for good business of driver engagement from your equation. But only the 10 best trucks and SUVs winning Mazda CX-9 really provides that within this segment, anyway. Ride quality is a great one, but we wouldn't it is known as plush. Instead, the Ascent sits with a tauter, sportier end on this segment, however the firm ride might settle down a tad with a full load of folks and or cargo fully briefed. Impacts will never be harsh. Even higher spec models while using larger 20-inch wheels lower trims have 18 inches. That said, road and tire noise can intrude at highway speeds. Numbers matter. Of course, there are a variety of considerations for thorough SUV buyers which are beyond such intangibles. Subaru is playing the numbers game expertly, making its Ascent class competitive in virtually every objective measure. Its EPA fuel economy estimates of 22 or 23 miles per gallon combine the heavier limited and touring models are rated slightly below the base and premium trims are near the top in the class. It tows as much as 5,000 pounds. Several active safety features, for instance automated emergency braking and lane departure warning, come standard on all trim levels. It could be equipped with around 8 USB ports, with optional charging ports even for third-row passengers. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard on all models. A whopping 19 cup holders are aboard. There is no built-in rear seat entertainment system available, but Subaru will sell you a 2 of iPads with Bluetooth headphones for the reasonable $970. All in this adds around a well-rounded package that finally gives Subaru an apologies entry in this particular segment. We wouldn't think of it as superlative in different single measure, it's neither by far the most fun they are driving, essentially the most spacious, nor one of the most luxurious mainstream thorough SUV you are able to buy. However, the Ascent hits most of its targets and it is priced competitively. Based around the company's growing capability to convince buyers that they can both want a Subaru, we believe the Ascent is going to be an easy sell.